What's up, Top of the Weekers? We are back with another episode of Top of the Week podcast. I am the phenomenal Jared Stokes.
I'm Bosco.
And I'm Trav.
And this is another episode with Hennon. Bosco, what we got going on this week, bro?
All right, fellas. Big topic.
Ladies and fellas, you dig?
Ladies and fellas. Ain't no ladies in here. I don't know why you said ladies.
But I'm talking about for the audience.
Ladies.
Ladies and fellas.
We're
ladies
trying to
and
be
gentlemen.
inclusive, you know what I mean? Trying to be like, everybody come together.
Kumbaya type shit. Big topic. Past couple of weeks, voting. Presidential election is up November 3rd.
Right.
Have you guys voted yet?
Pass my absentee ballot over here, please. Just slide it through. Hey.
Okay.
TV magic.
That boy got his ballot. Okay.
You dig? Make sure if y'all don't have this, y'all go and vote. But I might not return this. I might just go officially vote in person. So
I feel that. Can't trust that shit.
can't.
Yeah, can't trust that shit. What about you, Stokes? Voted?
Well, I went up there, but the line was way too long for me to wait. So on that at the community center. So on that note, I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna vote. But it's just like, damn.
I heard the State Farm arena was straight, right?
That's
It
for
was
Atlanta.
The 30th.
Oh, for Atlanta, you gotta go to Smyrna.
I gotta go to Smyrna.
October 30th. Go October 30th, but go in the morning. That's when I'm
October
going.
30th. What day
Community
is that?
center?
That's
on
Friday.
Thursday or Friday?
That's Friday.
All right.
You go to community center too, don't you?
No, I got to go to an elementary school closer to me.
Okay.
But definitely around the corner. So we're voting, definitely.
Yeah, we will
That's
vote.
that's okay.
Vote team.
That's a final
I
thing.
may not. I don't know. What y'all gonna do about it? No, I'm just playing.
Did you guys watch the debates?
I got updates.
I was like back and forth because it really wasn't very.
It was entertaining.
It was very entertaining.
It was entertaining.
It wasn't very
Informative?
informative.
Yeah. It wasn't informative. Like you didn't really watch it and be like, light bulb. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I already knew what type of person Donald Trump is, so
That's
I
some
knew what it was
hip-hop
gonna
shit.
be. You know what I'm saying?
The second debate was definitely more formal and more structured than the first one. Because the first one they were just going at it.
Cause I heard they would cut mics off. They were just like, "Hey, cut his mic."
They cut his mic off like twice. But like they didn't have to do it that much. But he was still cutting people off though. You know what I mean? Trump was still cutting people off. And my main question for the debates is: do you guys think that it sways any votes?
I think it's informative as far as the debates in a sense, but it's entertainment. At the same time, I'm pretty sure with it being both entertainment, entertaining, and informative, that it did sway votes. As far as the entertainment part, as far as Donald Trump not coming up with the right concepts and coming up with everything that he's supposed to say, so it did kind of sway people, obviously, to Biden. But yeah.
What'd you think, Stokes?
Man, I think people already know who they're gonna vote for, or people already I know what he stands for. I know what he stands for.
Exactly. That too.
I'm voting for him because, damn it, I don't like these people.
Yeah.
I'm voting for him because he's a narcissist and he's crazy. So I think people are just like, and whatever 50 Cent said was just like, that was just ignorant. So
Yeah, he was speaking more of he was like vote for Trump because he saw what was supposed to be like a plan for Biden, like a tax plan for Biden.
That was just ignorant.
And I think the tax plan was if you make over a certain amount, you get taxed up to 62%. So he was
That's already a lot for millionaires and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he was looking like MAGA.
he was being funny.
That nigga
but
said MAGA.
that shit was
But
funny.
62% is a lot.
60% is a lot of money.
First of
bro.
all,
But I thought it wasn't that much. Though.
I think they say it's false.
Yeah,
I think
it
they
wasn't
say
true
false.
at all. Yeah,
All
that
right.
wasn't-
But if it is true,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that's not
I ain't
true.
mad at the nigga, Hey man, listen, dog. Like if it's true, bro. If it's true, and you in that range where you make over, I think you gotta make like over 100,000 or something like that.
Nah, I got more than that.
Some people.
It gotta be more. It gotta be like almost 500,000, or if like 500,000.
Don't get your news from here. You know what I'm saying? We
No.
just, debating about what it is. We're kind of putting things out of the air.
Nah,
but
get your news.
it
from
is.
there.
It
Listen
is. We do believe it is.
to
over a
whatever
certain
I
amount.
say, bro. Like whatever I say goes. Like listen to me. I know what the hell I'm talking about. You feel me?
No, don't do it. Y'all gonna go for the wrong nigga.
Kanye
But,
2020.
But
We getting Yeezys for free all year. Not just
over a certain amount, over a certain percentage, I think over 100 or over like 200, somewhere in that range. But that's a lot, bro. 62%.
Yeah.
62% is a lot. That's more than what you make. That's more than half of what you
That's
make.
what I'm saying. That's why I said that can't be true. That's what I'm saying. It cannot be true.
You gotta pay it back in taxes.
Yeah, so
or just write it off. You might as well just hook all your homies up. Businesses, you might as well come up.
Hey, you ain't lying. Listen now.
Yeah.
Write your life off.
For real.
Write everybody off, bro.
For real.
So I mean, I'm with you, though. I think like people already know who they're gonna vote for. I think the days of the people in the middle is kind of over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
you broke or rich.
you broke or rich, or you either voting for this party or you're not voting for this party. Because you got to think about it, man. After the first debate, people weren't even talking about like the actual information they were putting out. They were talking about more of the tactics and the banter that was going on. Even taking it to the vice presidential debate. Remember, they were talking about how Mike Pence had a fly on his head. They weren't even talking about the actual information.
The famous fly.
The famous fly, bro. They were talking about a fly, so they weren't even talking about the actual information that was in the debate. So to me, I think it's just more entertainment, really.
It is entertaining.
But the second debate was more informative, so it's like pros and cons between both of them, obviously. But
Yeah, we definitely don't need no more debates, though. I think by now people know.
who they want to vote for.
You know what I mean?
Even from the beginning of the debate, before the debates even started, they kind of pretty much knew who they wanted to vote for.
Yeah, I think they had to do a debate because it's part of the process.
Yeah. And I feel like the world is reconstructing itself, so like people have to adjust accordingly anyway. So
Yeah. With that being said, everybody go vote. You know, use your
November
voice.
3rd.
Use your platform.
Election day.
Do what you got to do. Don't only worry about the presidential. Do your research on your locals as well, which is probably more important than the presidential. I know I'm gonna be doing my research this week. Do your research this week, Stokes, and the 30th come.
Excuse me. Do not tell me what to do. Thank you.
You better do your homework, boy. This nigga gonna vote for Kanye Supreme Court. You do the goddamn homework, nigga.
It says vote in. You know who I voted for? The Rock. Come on, Dwayne Johnson. Let's get it.
This nigga voted for. Do you smell what the Rock?
It's cooking.
This nigga got a weightlifting program for us. What you wrong?
I know, man. But no, we definitely go vote.
That joke did not hit, but okay.
November 3rd. Now, on to lighter subjects. Jeffrey Toobin, you guys know who that is?
Tell us.
Jeffrey Toobin is a reporter who works for CNN. So apparently he was on a Zoom call with other reporters. It was some kind of conference meeting or something like that. And then, you know, I think the meeting paused for a second. I think he thought that he was off Zoom. So he started playing with himself. So he started playing with himself on a Zoom call. In front of everybody, thinking that nobody was watching.
How many people was on the Zoom call?
Man, I don't know. There had to be a lot of people though, because he ended up getting suspended.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't get fired.
What?
I'm surprised he didn't get fired.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you telling me everybody saw his like junk on the Zoom call?
I don't know if they saw his jump, but they saw him playing with himself.
That's crazy.
And he didn't get fired?
He didn't get fired, bro.
That's crazy.
That's like, you gotta have rank, nigga, to just get like a slap on the wrist. Like, nigga, you out of school suspension, nigga. Like, you can come back.
You gotta get fired for that.
You know? Come on, man. That's slick a misdemeanor. Or
indecent exposure?
Yeah. Or public exposure. Kinda, you know what I mean? But my question is, fellas, let's keep it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be cool right now. We gonna keep it a buck. Talk about a time that you got close to or possibly got caught.
Nigga, I ain't finna get
watching porn.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You got caught watching porn or got close to watching porn.
You got something you gonna get off your chest?
For real.
I ain't got, listen, I ain't got no problem sharing my experiences. You know what I mean? I remember like back in middle school, the computers was trash. You know what I mean? I was in the living room. This is like 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie to tell you, but you know, so it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just, you know, chilling, watching different porn and shit, you know, different categories. You know, but then my computer starts freezing and all of that. So like, you know, next thing you know, like out of nowhere, my mama just come around the corner. This is like 1:30 in the morning, and she was like half sleep coming around. So like I'm trying to click and stuff like that, but it's not clicking. Like my whole screen is frozen. and it's frozen, and you can just see like ass and titties. Just so she come around the corner, I'm done. You know what I mean? So I'm clicking on everything I can, and she's coming. She's like, oh, shit, I gotta do something. Next thing you know, I just unplug it.
That's
I
smart.
unplug it. And then
That's
she
smart.
got real suspicious. I was just like, I don't know what's wrong with this computer. It's been not working for the past 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But I'm
That
okay.
was
I'm just
smart.
over here watching
Talk
stuff.
about it.
And then I plugged it back in, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, I like that. That was
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So
smooth. Next subject.
I had to be smooth, man. Oh, y'all too cool. Y'all too cool.
You tripping.
Tell you something about bro,
Dang,
like,
y'all ain't never got caught. Y'all ain't never got close to
I
watching
don't
me
even do
caught.
that, bro. You lame, bro. Real talk, bro. Real talk, bro. I don't even do this type of stuff, bro. That's lame, bro.
Hell
Real
going
talk,
on with
bro.
you, boy.
What this nigga talking about, bro?
What you talking about,
What you talking
son?
about?
Dang, bro.
Bro, bitch.
You tripping. He
Damn.
tripping.
Bro,
Y'all
trip.
Bro, no cap.
Y'all niggas,
No cap.
y'all been getting
No,
put.
no cap.
Y'all
Hey.
been getting put on.
Boy, since a jit, boy. Since I was a jit.
Oh,
boy.
yeah?
Been that nigga, boy.
Let me
Been
hear
that
it.
nigga,
Oh
boy.
yeah, since when?
Off the port.
What was
boy.
her name?
Ben jumped off the port.
What was her
boy.
name?
He talking about.
Don't think about it.
I ain't finna say no name.
Yo, what's her name, boy?
Why I don't kiss
What was
and
her
tell?
name?
What wrong with that man?
For real.
What's
Ain't
her
no
name,
kissing
boy?
and telling.
Oh. Apparently,
Well,
we got
we
some
don't
people
do
that's
that,
too
boy.
cool. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
that.
To share their stories. I'm transparent because I know myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with myself.
Well, he know himself.
You feel me? So I'm transparent. You know what I mean? I'm see-through.
No cap.
I ain't got to hide nothing.
No kissing.
You know what I mean?
Hey, no kissing, no kissing.
No kids. Oh, so y'all too cool. Y'all never got
All
caught
right,
doing
man,
anything.
next subject,
I'm
bro.
asking, bro. You ain't never got caught, bro? You ain't never got caught.
Hey, kill that noise.
You ain't never got caught, bro?
Yo, son.
Nah. Stokes, you ain't never got caught? You ain't never got caught watching nothing.
So we're on dead air now, boss, at this point. So like, we might as well just.
Alright, so they too cool to talk about the stories. You know what I'm saying? But
We're on
you
dead
know,
air.
holla at your boy. I'm real, so I'm gonna say what it
He
is.
said,
You
"Holla
feel
at
me?
your boy."
Now Stokes, you got something
Yes.
that's on your mind, man, that you saw on Instagram.
What's on your mind?
You know? What is it,
Yeah,
man? You've been talking about this. You saw a quote.
Okay,
You
so
saw.
relax, people, ladies and gentlemen.
Should have had that already pulled up.
Sounds good. They gonna keep watching. All right, so I was scrolling through Instagram the other day, right? And you know, I was doing my due diligence, just going through watching the IG girl, watching the little IG skits, and you know how you always see these memes pop up. So this meme popped up. It was from a female. She said, "Wanting me doesn't flatter me. Value me, understand me, appreciate me." And I didn't like that.
Bitches ain't never satisfied, bro.
It was like, cause it's not that. It's the
They're women. They are
It's-
delicate women.
it's the
women.
whole
Delicate
yeah.
creatures.
It's the whole thing about like
Man.
wanting me doesn't flatter me. The value me, the understanding me part, the appreciate me part. None of that happens if I don't want you. The want has to happen.
That's true.
If I don't want you, I don't care to understand you. I don't care to value you. I don't care to flatter you. I have to want you first. Men have to want you first. We have to see you and want you, and then all the other stuff will happen. So if I want you, you should be flattered.
So listen, ladies, this is for you. I get what you're saying, but I get what, as a man, as what he's saying as well. As a woman, you want a man to obviously want you. At the same token, you want a man to also flatter you and to know you on a different level. So with that being said, anybody can be attracted towards you, and anybody can want you physically and within appearance, but at the same time, you want something deeper on a different level, mentally, on a spiritual level, and maybe on an emotional level, and definitely on a financial level. So I get that.
None of that happen.
But then none of that happens if I don't want you.
Hey, that's cool. How about you say what you mean what you say? Because you can't say wanting you is not enough. That's the first part of the transaction.
That's the biggest part.
That's the first part.
That's the most
I'm not going to
important.
overlook you and then value you. Are we
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah.
What?
If we're friends, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. But if I'm pursuing you, you know, there's a want there.
Yes, I would have to want you to even go the extra mile to
Think
get
about that.
to that level. So,
And
I
to be
definitely
honest, you know, it just
understand.
sounds like you're being ungrateful. Whoever wrote that, you know, at the end of the day, like be glad somebody wants you. You know what I mean? That's a sign of respect right there. You know? All that other stuff comes after. Now, if past the want, the other stuff doesn't come, then you can speak your mind. You know what I mean? And then you can say, oh, no, on to the next one. But there has to be a want there before you can be valued, because you also have to present yourself and show us why you need to be valued.
Exactly.
All right? Whoever you are.
What's on your
Who
mind?
is this person, Stokes?
Who is the
Cause
person?
you been
Oh, was it
acting
anonymous
different
one?
lately, girl.
I mean, we
What's
know
on
her,
your
but
mind?
Oh, we know her.
yeah, we know
Okay.
her, but she I ain't gonna put her on.
Well, you need still to be subscribed to us. I don't know if you watch our podcast, you know, in case we talking to you. You know, the point is you need to be wanted before all of that other stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I mean?
they're saying as women that we want more than just one, because they get a lot of looks a day. So, but I've been in a situation to where like I'm in a room full of women and they just be like calling like creatures. Like I'm like, bro, I feel like the girl this time, because the girls be crawling. I'm like, bro, like chill. Like
Maybe you
relax.
need to put out that quote. Try about to put that.
But the difference was he be flattered like, oh, all of them want me? Yes. Bring
Yes.
it. Yeah, okay, yeah, value me.
And then it's up to Trav to go through the needle and haystack to see which one is actually the one he wants to
See,
focus
that's
on.
it right there. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to crawl, because there's a lot of guys that probably like want her because she do look good. We all know her. But it's like a lot of guys want her, but you don't want to, decipher through all the BS. Like, you got to. That's the
have to.
whole point.
Fact.
You have to.
Fact.
You just want to be like, okay, this person, I pick you. Oh, this is a fuckboy. Yeah, too bad. You picked the wrong one. That's
You
on
picked the
you.
wrong one.
Yeah,
And you
fine.
live and you
Wrong.
learn. And after you do that, you make a better decision the next time.
Or
But a lot of y'all don't make the better decision the next time.
You know why?
They go for the
Accountability.
parents.
They don't want to have no accountability. Oh, I didn't make the wrong decision.
For real.
He should
They
have
hate
been
doing that. Too
right.
much pride,
This
bro.
is the logic right here.
Too
I
much
didn't
pride.
I didn't make the wrong decision. He should have been a better person.
Bro,
No.
no, you picked the wrong person.
I ain't gonna lie. Sorry is not in a lot of y'all women's
Yeah.
vocabulary.
And then they be like, "Oh, I wasted my time." Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
First off, like my boy Stokes said a few episodes ago, there is no such thing as time wasted. You
Yeah,
live and
facts.
you learn. You know
Go
what
back
I
to
mean?
the other. What episode was that?
I don't know.
That was 2 episodes ago. 6.
Catch up on it.
Six.
You know what I
Cool.
mean?
Yeah.
There is no wasted time. So you live and you learn, and you make a better decision the next time. If you keep finding yourself in the same situation, look in the mirror.
And be more accountable.
Be more accountable.
This is shit. That's
Yeah,
life.
man. Women don't like to be accountable. If a woman is accountable, and I had several women that's been accountable, that shit's a turn on for sure. Because it shows like they're sensible and they're emotional
And
and
logical.
empathetic and logical about the situation, not just all your fault as the dude. Because sometimes, majority of the time, it's probably gonna be dude fault, but at the same time, like y'all not perfect
Hey,
either.
I
But
ain't
we're not
gonna say
blaming
all
that
that.
y'all.
That's our makeup.
Perfect. But I'm just saying, like everyone is a human at the end of the day. We all make mistakes, so shit.
And we be quick to apologize.
Yeah.
Like we don't care. Our ego's not in the way. You know what I mean? But women, y'all egos is in the way. When it comes to saying sorry for something, y'all don't really say sorry like that.
Yeah, I asked someone.
If y'all do, y'all do.
Excellent.
Yeah, but they'll do it like in passing.
I
or-
asked a woman to say sorry to me too. I don't know. That might be a Bosco thing.
Hey, listen, it might be a slow thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't listen, man. I need some sorries in them.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
You get a
'Cause-
little huggy, a little cuddle.
You
after.
feel me? That's the way they say sorry though. Y'all be coming to touch a nigga and shit. Y'all don't say sorry. Y'all be touching me and all that.
Hey,
That's the sorry.
I'm
yeah.
mad. Stop. Stop it.
Man, you ain't that
Get
bad.
your hand off me.
So, in conclusion, Stokes.
In conclusion, that's it, man.
In conclusion, that's it.
The wanting is the first thing to everything.
To
If
everything.
the want doesn't happen, nothing else happens.
Fact.
Value that want. Even if you don't reciprocate that want to that person, it's still the beginning to whatever you're trying to get to in a relationship.
That boy said reciprocate,
Mm-hmm.
not precate. Precate. Look that up.
Cut that. That was not funny at all. That was
That did not hit.
That was not.
So I mean that's pretty much it. Got some quick hitters. Tory Lanez. Tory
Yes.
Lanez, he came out with a apology,
Oh, he did?
IG live. Well, he didn't.
Apology. That one.
I guess he. Well, that wasn't an apology, but he
Yeah.
came out and explained his side.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I know we've been talking about Tory Lanez the past
Right.
4 or 5 episodes, but you know what you guys got a quick take on it? Not really. He spoke his side. He said what we were supposed to say. Maybe it came
I'm
out too
tired
late.
of talking about Tory.
Right.
Shit,
I could
yeah.
give 2 fucks.
Too much. This is being dragged out. Like we we the fucking what's some shit's called? When you're at the trial, they have people voting if you guilty or not.
The trial?
Yeah, when you're in the trial and you have people that's voting if you're guilty or not.
The jury?
We feel like the audience is a jury.
Oh yeah, they call it the court of public opinion.
Yes.
They call it that. And it's a real thing. So he came out and said his piece.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I never really cared. I never really cared.
No, you cared, Stokes.
Hey, go back to episode 1.
Hey, he cared.
He cared.
He was going in on them group chats, but I ain't gonna put it out there. But you was.
No, I go in on group chats.
You was Johnny Cochran in them days.
Because those are our friends. Like, all right. So I'll say this: when my friends have a wrong, well, not really wrong, but like a different like take, and I know like that take is ignorant, I'm gonna address that take. So I'm gonna say, like, you're not gonna say something around me that's just like ignorance, and I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna address that right there. Like, no, you're not gonna say that. Let me chop that down real quick. Even though I may not care about like the subject, it's the principle of what you said. You said this, and you think this way? No, bro, that's wrong. Even though that situation may be whatever it is, but you're still thinking the wrong way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel that. So we'll see what happens with that. Switching on to the NFL. Antonio Brown just signed with the Buccaneers. Y'all think that's a Super Bowl run they about to hit?
Championship.
You think so?
I need a ring.
I'm going with the Seahawks and the Packers probably.
Yeah? I like that pick, boy.
NFC.
Ramy.
I like that pick, Packers.
Ramy.
So we'll see what happens with that. Braves collapsed. They blew a 3-1
next
lead.
up, just stop that. Whoa. Cut that. We are not talking about, there will be no disrespect of Atlanta sports teams on this podcast.
They're disrespecting themselves, Stokes.
They're
disrespecting themselves.
All this out. The Falcons are fine. The Braves are tough, and the Hawks are good. If you're not from Atlanta, fight me. I don't care.
What Falcons have you been watching, Stokes?
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley's
I'm
tough.
from Atlanta too.
Matt
Oh
Ryan.
no. We're not talking
Calvin
about the
Ridley's
players.
tough. Matt Ryan's a great quarterback. He's still a good quarterback. Throws a lot of yards. Todd Gurley's still playing good. I don't care what no one says. I'm still a Falcons fan.
I need you to go
I
back
like
and watch
the
them Lions highlights. I need you to go back and watch the Cowboys highlights. I need you to go back and watch the Bears highlights.
I see what's going on with the Cowboys.
You
That's
know
why
what I
the
mean?
Cowboys have all this stuff happening to them this year. That's what they get. Karma. Every team that do the Falcons, they're going to karma.
They're trash too.
Watch what happens to the Lions.
They're trash too, but we ain't talking about them.
Watch what happens to the Lions.
You know, the Braves collapsed, and it's unfortunate because they had a great season. You know what I'm saying? And we just
Like
thought,
Golden State Cavs game.
yeah, Golden State. They Golden Stated us, man. 3-1 lead. They blew it. But bet on to next year. We'll see what happens with
We
that.
tired of winning for next year. You're talking about bet on loan next year.
How about this year?
For real, man.
Man,
Tired of winning on next year, man.
I mean, you.
Hey man, if you don't like Atlanta sports teams, take your punk ass back to where you from. How about that?
Atlanta needs
I'm about to
Colin
tie that
Kaepernick, no cap.
Y'all need to be coming down here.
Kaepernick
first.
Kaepernick is not playing.
Listen, damn what they talking about. I'm about tired of all these folks coming down to Atlanta from wherever the hell they from, talking about some ATL this, ATL that. Then as soon as they watch a sports team, these niggas got a Denver Broncos jersey on. They got a Green Bay jersey on. Y'all niggas ain't from there. Man, take y'all lame ass back the way y'all up there then. Deal with them white folks, man. About sick of that shit, bro. Don't bring that lame ass shit around me.
I think he's mad, ladies and
Big
gentlemen.
man.
I think he's big mad,
No
ladies
little
and
man.
gentlemen. Not little,
Big man.
but big. He big mad.
Big man.
So
Do I
is-
sing Big Man?
Yes. Don't try to switch it up, Stokes.
Do I sing
You
Big
mad?
I just think it's
It's
lame.
okay though. It's okay.
Listen, y'all want to come to
It's
Atlanta,
okay.
cool. Then y'all
It's
better be
okay.
Atlanta sports fans or take y'all ass back to where y'all from. Make
Let-
money up there, but you can't.
Let it out, Stokes. Let it out. You'll feel better.
The camera's on me, right?
You'll feel better.
Listen, hey,
Woosah,
when you
man.
edit this, just have it on me. Don't even have them in this.
It's okay,
This
Stokes.
is between me.
You'll sleep better tonight. It's okay.
Oh, man.
On to more serious news though to close it out. Talk about what's happening in West Africa right now. Prayers for Cameroon and Nigeria. If you're not familiar, what's going on in Cameroon? There's a conflict going on between the French-speaking region and English-speaking region. There was actually an event that happened where there were some gunmen that ran into a school and shot at some children. RIP to those children. 5 girls died and 1 boy. So it's a lot going on there right now. And also in Nigeria, there is an armed force, SARS, that is apparently abusing their power. And the people want to put a stop to it. They're having protests. And unfortunately, there was an incident where some of the SARS members fired some shots into the crowd, killing some protesters. So we wanted to make sure we shine some light on that. You know, I know we joked around a little bit earlier today, but on a more serious note, it's a lot going on in this world. With you guys, you know, you guys got some 2 cents.
You said something that made me think about something. So you said it's a French-speaking.
For Cameroon,
Yes.
there's conflicts going on between the French-speaking region and the English-speaking region.
So both regions have been colonized by white people, is what you're telling me. And then those 2 regions who are speaking those 2 different languages are beefing with each other. So that just lets me know that they've been colonized, and now they're going at each other, and now it's like you know what I mean? Like they've been conditioned to in Africa now too. They're not speaking their own language because French and English is not their language. And now they're beefing and fighting with each other. I think that's like colonization. I don't know. It's like, let me know about it.
I know what you're saying. They've basically been brainwashed to fight each other for the white man. That's basically what it comes out to. Yeah. It's deep, man.
And it's a different region. Like we speak French and we speak English. Oh, it's like, no, like y'all, you're not French and y'all aren't English.
Yeah.
Y'all should be coming together to fight the colonizers and get them out of your country altogether.
Right. And I'm sure there's more information on a deeper level. That's more like the surface level information now.
That's what you just gave me. So that just came to my head.
But yeah, that and also Nigeria, and you know, just prayers for the whole world.
I don't know what to say about Nigeria. That's crazy. What's going on?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, prayers for the U.S. It ain't perfect over here too. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, prayers for Senegal. There's a lot of pollution going on over there. Some air pollution, which makes it hard for the living conditions. So
he's from Senegal.
Yes, and I'm from Senegal, of course. So prayers out to West Africa, prayers out to home, Senegal, and Cameroon and Nigeria. So that's pretty much what we wanted to leave out with. You guys got any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
Man, just stay safe and pray up.
Yeah, and if you want to come to Atlanta, be an Atlanta sports fan, take your ass back home. Yeah.
And we will see you at the top of the week.
Yeah.